Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Taqwa in the mercy of Allah, Surah 35, Ayah 32. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa 'allimna ma yanfa'una wa zidna ilma. O Allah, benefit us with what you have taught us, teach us what benefits us, and increase us in knowledge. Imagine a teacher looking at a classroom of students. One student struggles and sometimes forgets the homework. Another student does what is required and stays consistent. And another student goes above and beyond, doing extra work and helping others. Even though they are all different, the teacher still calls all of them my students. The teacher understands that every student is at a different stage. Some are still learning, some are steady, and some are excelling. Similarly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes believers in a beautiful verse in the Quran. This verse reminds us that faith is a journey and that Allah's mercy embraces people at different stages. In Surah Fatir, Ayah 32, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ثم أورثنا الكتاب الذين اصطفينا من عبادنا فمنهم ظالم لنفسه ومنهم مقتصد ومنهم سابق بالخيرات بإذن الله ذلك هو الفضل الكبير. Then we cause to inherit the book those we have chosen of our servants. Among them are those who wrong themselves, among them are those who are moderate, and among them are those who are foremost in good deeds by the permission of Allah. That is the great bounty. In this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described three groups of people among those who follow the Quran. The first group is those who wrong themselves. They are believers who struggle. They may fail into mistakes. They may feel weak in their faith at times, and they may feel that they are not doing enough. But even though they struggle, they are still included among those who inherit the book. Allah doesn't exclude them. The second group is those who are moderate. They are the people who try to live their faith consistently. They pray, they try to follow what Allah asks, and they try to stay balanced in their lives. The third group is those who are foremost in good deeds. They are the people who go beyond the basics. They actively look for opportunities to do good deeds. They help others, they give charity, they remember Allah often, and they strive to improve themselves. But what is truly remarkable in this verse is that all three groups are mentioned together. Allah doesn't say that only the best people inherit the Quran. Instead, He shows that believers are on different levels and that everyone is part of the journey. What this teaches us about Taqwa. Taqwa is often translated as God consciousness, living with the awareness that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees us, knows our intentions, and cares about the choices we make. But Taqwa doesn't mean perfection. If Taqwa required perfection, most of us would lose hope. Instead, Taqwa is about continuously turning back to Allah. Sometimes we feel strong in our faith. Sometimes we feel weak. Sometimes we make mistakes. But every time we remember Allah and try again, that is part of Taqwa. Taqwa is not about where we are today. It is about the direction our hearts are moving. Rabia al-Ghadawiya, may Allah be pleased with her. She is one of the most respected teachers in Islamic history. She taught that the highest form of worship is loving Allah sincerely, not only out of fear of punishment or hope for reward. She said, "My Rabb, whatever share of the hereafter you have given me, give it to your friends, for you alone are enough for me." Her words remind us that true taqwa is not about chasing the world. It is about finding peace in our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah is enough for us, our hearts become calm and our faith becomes sincere. A compassionate lesson. This verse also teaches us how to treat others. Sometimes we see someone struggling in their faith and we might judge them. But this verse reminds us that people are at different stages in their journey. The people who struggles today may become someone who excels tomorrow. Faith grows over time, just like a student grows through learning and effort. So instead of judging others, we should encourage one another, support one another, and show compassion, because everyone is walking their own path towards Allah. This ayah gives us a message full of hope. You do not have to be perfect to belong. Struggling doesn't mean failing, and every sincere effort towards Allah matters. So instead of asking ourselves, which group am I in? Perhaps we should ask, what small step can I take today to grow closer to Allah and increase my taqwa? Because every step we take towards Him is part of His great bounty and mercy. Bismillah. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. Our Rabb, do not let our hearts deviate after you have guided us, and grant us mercy from yourself. Indeed, you are the best bestower. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.